Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm AdamMcKola. Hope you guys are all doing well. So, Manchester United beat Leicester yesterday, 3-0 at Old Trafford. Big win for Manchester United. Two goals from Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho scoring and finding his smile again at the Stretford End. It was a beautiful sight to see at Old Trafford. With a big week coming up on the pitch, we have Barcelona on Thursday. Then we have a cup final at Wembley on Sunday. It is a massive, massive week for Manchester United, but also off the pitch, that SEF deadline has passed and those bids have come in for Manchester United. I'm sure we're going to be hearing loads more updates on this, but also we are hearing updates today that the Glazers have told any potential bidders to shush in the media, and also that the Glazers have been presented with an opportunity to stay at Manchester United. Ah, oh, that's a horrible thought, isn't it? The Glazers staying at Manchester United. But we'll get stuck into these reports very, very shortly. Before we do that, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, liking, commenting, sharing, all that jazz. I want to hit 150k ASAP, and I can only do that with your help. So get hitting that subscribe button. And also remember, the club is here. Myself, Rory, and Boovie have our own channel. It's a month old yesterday, and we hit around 90,000 subscribers, just under that, which is incredible. But we want to hit 100k ASAP, and we can only do that with your help. So again, hit the subscribe button on the club and join the club. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's get stuck into some of these reports in the papers. The Sunday Times reported yesterday that bidders for Manchester United have been told to stop running public campaigns which could damage the Glazer family following the official start of the race to take control of the club. A statement from the Qatar bid in particular is understood to have caused consternation among those running the process, with the promise to return United to its former glories seen as implied criticism of the present owners. Well, I mean, it's totally true. Manchester United's current glories are nowhere near their former glories, so therefore we would hope to think that we would be returning to those former glories. Just the fact that the Glazers have kind of, managed Manchester United into this position and they're getting offended about it. If you didn't want to be so offended, maybe you should have run the club better. But that's what position they're at the moment. They're concerned with some of these statements. And these statements that you're hearing from the Qataris, from Ineos, etc., are pure PR statements. Whilst, you want to hear the right things from these guys when they're bidding for Manchester United, the truth is, whether they're good or bad owners, you're always going to hear the right things in these statements. So, you can pretty much take them with a pinch of salt. But it's very, very interesting to hear the Glazers getting their backs up over people making statements and kind of, criticizing them, not directly, indirectly, and they can't take it. That's the kind of people that they've been. They can't see the wood through the trees. They can't see the issues that they have caused Manchester United and the fact that they have oversaw us in this decline. And once they're gone, we should be a whole lot better for it. Fingers crossed we will be. Obviously, you never know with potential new owners and that sort of thing. But yeah, that's where we're at the minute. Those guys complaining about, you know, the kind of things people are saying about the club and all that. Anyway, moving on from that, ESPN reported the Glazer family have been offered the financial backing to remain as owners of Manchester United by American hedge fund Elliott Management, sources have told ESPN, after the New York-based group registered interest in investing in the Premier League club. Now, we heard this previously when the Glazers put the club up for sale. They said they were open to a full or partial sale of the club, which would mean investment. Now, this group who are making a bid are obviously offering the Glazers that rather than a full sale, a partial bid. Now, my gut instinct to this was that it's just another bidder. And when you read the other statement that's come out from the Glazers where they're unhappy about what people have said, it could possibly be something that strengthens their ownership of United and enables them to have a stronger negotiating position in these bids for the club, because they're demanding 6 billion. People are offering 4.5 to 5 billion. If they want that extra £1.5 billion, they've got to try and make a negotiating point by saying that we have options to stay. That gives them that room for that negotiation point. So I didn't panic as much as some people have panicked over this one. although I might be wrong, and the Glazers might be set to stay, and that would be the worst thing ever. When you think you can see the light at the end of the tunnel and the Glazers are going to get out of the club, that they would still be there in the end. So yeah, that's one of the bids coming in at the moment, but I just feel like that strengthens their negotiating position, and I don't think it will mean they stay. Hopefully, it doesn't anyway, because I'd hate to see the Glazers stay. So that's where we're at the minute. Those bids are in. The Glazers have told their bidders to shut up. So maybe now we'll see some kind of silence on that front over the next couple of days and weeks while things are kind of sewn up in terms of whose bid's going to be accepted. You've also got to remember these people have to take a look at the books at Manchester United as well, and I'm sure those kind of things will happen through lawyers and everything over the next couple of days and weeks as well. So yeah, when there's any updates about this takeover malarkey, I'll let you guys know. But also let us know your thoughts in the comments below on those stories we've heard today. As for Manchester United on the pitch, what a week we've got ahead. Thursday, Barcelona at Old Trafford under the floodlights in a knockout game, a knockout European tie. All right, it's not the Champions League, but it's right up my street. I cannot wait to be at Old Trafford. And after the performance in the new camp, United are confident that we can go through. And if we can beat Barcelona, go through in Europe, and then go to Wembley, lift our first trophy under Eric, well, second since the Bangkok Century Cup, but lift our first trophy under Eric Ten Hag, I'll probably be sitting here next week saying 21 is coming. That's how much this week could be mental. But we've got to do it, and it was a great way to start it beating Leicester. I don't think the first 25 minutes was anything to write home about. We were saved by David De Gea, who's incredibly equalled Peter Schmeichel's record of clean sheets, 180 for the club, so they're both at the top now together. Incredible stops from De Gea. The Marcus Rashford turning it on. I think Jadon Sancho's introduction in the second half helped massively. United were really, really good in that second half against Leicester, but we did ride our luck a little bit and relied upon David De Gea's brilliance in the first half. So yeah, amazing day at Old Trafford yesterday, but hopefully two more amazing days to come. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in those comments below. Make sure you're keeping it like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. And remember, join the club too. We're live again tomorrow night for the some of the Champions League football. We've got another podcast coming out on Wednesday. I'm obviously not going to be on the live stream for the final because I'm going to be at the final, but we'll have another live stream for that as well, and loads more coming up. So keep it locked, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.